What happens when an actress decides to leverage the exact fictional power assigned to her character to dismantle the real-world authority structures that once governed her career? In the highly competitive landscape of commercial television, performers frequently find their identities entirely consumed by the roles they inhabit, operating under corporate frameworks that prioritize intellectual property over human capital. For decades, the public observes these figures through a highly controlled media lens, consuming their performances and lifestyle milestones without ever understanding the complex dynamics functioning behind the scenes. Yet, a profound shift occurs when an individual chooses to investigate the operational history of their own career, turning a legacy character into a tool for systemic accountability. This raises a fundamental question about whether a performer can truly achieve complete creative autonomy after spending years under the control of a restrictive production ecosystem. This intricate balance between public perception and behind-the-scenes reality was recently highlighted by actress Charisma Carpenter, who caught the attention of media analysts after sharing vacation updates online. The 55-year-old television veteran showcased a series of confident lifestyle photos while on vacation, a moment that legacy outlets instantly connected to her historic media profile, including a prominent pictorial published 22 years ago in Hugh Hefner's Men's Magazine, photographed by Russell James. Beyond these superficial lifestyle narratives, Carpenter remains a vital subject of industry analysis due to her foundational role as Cordelia Chase on the seminal series Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which aired from 1997 to 2000, and 3 alongside leading star Sarah Michelle Gellar. Her recent professional choices, most notably her decision to reprise her defining character in the 2023 Audible original audio series titled Slayers, offer a compelling case study in how veteran performers navigate legacy intellectual property, toxic workplace histories, and the changing economics of digital audio distribution. The path toward reclaiming this character was marked by intense professional friction and deep-seated apprehension. In 2021, Carpenter initiated a significant cultural shift by coming forward with serious allegations against Buffy the Vampire Slayer creator and showrunner Joss Whedon, labeling the historical production environment as both hostile and toxic. Her public disclosure revealed that the powerful showrunner had allegedly called her fat when she was 4 months pregnant with her son Donovan, and had subsequently threatened her with termination. When Whedon later issued a vague public statement that failed to address the specific substance of her claims, Carpenter firmly characterized him as a tyrannical, narcissistic boss who remained entirely unable to accept accountability or offer a genuine apology. Her willingness to break the industry silence catalyzed a massive wave of solidarity, prompting several of her former co-stars to step forward in 2022 to publicly condemn his past behavioral patterns on set. This severe history of workplace trauma created an immense barrier when the network approached her to return to the fictional universe that had defined her early career. Speaking at a prominent panel during New York Comic Con in October 2023, Carpenter openly admitted to experiencing a significant amount of emotional apprehension when she was initially invited to join the audio continuation project. The open wound feelings resulting from her past experiences made the prospect of returning to the franchise deeply daunting. However, the trajectory of the project shifted entirely when fellow cast member Amber Benson, who historically portrayed the character of Tara Maclay, presented a transformative creative pitch. Benson's intense enthusiasm and the specific structural design of the new audio script immediately assuaged Carpenter's hesitation, providing a safe and innovative framework for her professional return. An investigative analysis of this creative pivot reveals a highly sophisticated method of narrative reclamation. The audio series Slayers was deliberately designed to operate within an alternate universe, where the central character of Buffy Summers does not exist. A structural choice that allowed the writers to completely reconfigure the traditional power dynamics of the franchise. This creative departure provided Carpenter with the unique opportunity to re-engage with Cordelia Chase on entirely new terms, free from the historical constraints of the original showrunner's vision. For Carpenter, the process of returning to this role carried a profound layer of personal significance, given that she had spent approximately 10 full years of her life developing and performing this specific identity. She explained that the character had deeply informed her own growth as an individual, stating that in many structural ways, Cordelia effectively gave birth to charisma, shaping the woman she eventually became. This cyclical relationship between the actress and the role highlights a fascinating dynamic within modern entertainment culture, where the fictional empowerment written into a script can manifest as real-world agency for the performer. Carpenter noted the immense professional irony and power of coming into her own authority as a young woman through a specific character, and then ultimately utilizing that exact derived strength to speak out publicly against the very creator of that character. This transformation elevates the project from a simple nostalgic audio revival into a profound act of professional resistance. By stepping back into the studio under the creative leadership of peers like Amber Benson, Carpenter effectively decoupled the intellectual property from its problematic creator, proving that a legacy cast can collectively assert ownership over their shared narrative universe. From an industry perspective, this transition also highlights the financial and structural viability of high-production audio entertainment as an alternative to traditional television revivals. Producing a full-scale television continuation carries massive financial overhead, corporate compliance hurdles, and intense scheduling conflicts, whereas digital audio platforms like Audible offer a highly flexible, low-overhead medium for legacy talent to expand established brands. This allows veteran performers, particularly single mothers navigating long-term career longevity, to find high-value opportunities that respect their personal histories while capitalizing on the enduring loyalty of a global fanbase. Carpenter's career trajectory, which also includes prominent roles in major cinematic properties like the Expendables franchise, demonstrates that maintaining a diversified portfolio across film, television, and advanced audio streaming is essential for sustaining a powerful brand in the contemporary media market. The response from the global audience and the wider entertainment sector has been exceptionally telling, illustrating a major cultural shift in how workplace accountability is evaluated in the digital age. When Carpenter shared her recent lifestyle content, the overwhelming wave of support from her fans went completely wild, with followers praising her physical vitality and her enduring strength. This public adulation reflects a deeper consumer loyalty that extends far beyond her visual appearance, anchoring itself in a profound respect for her public bravery and her leadership during a critical period of industry reckoning. Within the production community, her actions are viewed as a watershed moment that helped redefine the boundaries of showrunner authority, signaling to networks that toxic behavioral patterns will no longer be protected by the commercial success of an intellectual property. The industry reception of the audio series, Slayers, further validates this model of collaborative, cast-driven content creation. Critics and business analysts have noted that the project managed to capture a massive share of listener engagement by subverting traditional franchise expectations and leaning heavily into alternate universe formats. By demonstrating that a beloved fictional universe can thrive and remain highly profitable without the involvement of its original creator, the cast has established an important commercial precedent. This success proves to corporate stakeholders that the true value of a legacy brand often resides within the collective chemistry and public integrity of its performers, rather than exclusively within the legal trademarks held by a studio or a single director. as media conglomerates continue to search for viable ways to monetize nostalgic properties within a highly saturated digital economy. The strategic choices made by the cast of this iconic franchise offer a clear template for the future of entertainment. The decision to bypass traditional production gatekeepers and build a collaborative, supportive audio environment demonstrates that the ultimate destiny of a legacy brand can be successfully steered by the very individuals who built its initial cultural value. This development suggests that the historical era of the unchallenged, tyrannical showrunner is rapidly drawing to a complete close, replaced by a modern framework that demands absolute mutual respect and shared creative equity. The ongoing evolution of this narrative indicates that the true power of a franchise does not lie in its corporate origin stories, but rather in the capacity of its performers to use their collective platform to reshape the ethical standards of the entire global entertainment industry.